So the second generation BMW 1 Series is one of the best handling hatchbacks in its class, and especially with the new model being a front wheel driven car and the old one being a rear wheel driven car, this is the one to have in my opinion. But as with a lot of older cars, they get a little outdated, and this is the case with this car as well. So the screen is usually a little on the small and doesn't have modern features like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And so that is why for today's video we have partnered up with our friends again from Audiovolt, and we're going to fit a nice Apple CarPlay screen to this BMW 1 Series. So let's start off with the box of this Apple CarPlay system, which you can see right here is packed very tightly, and inside the box you find of course the 10.25-inch screen, which is the replacement screen for the BMW 1 Series. And these are the ports underneath it. So this is the whole unit, and it mounts on top of the dashboard and connects to the existing head unit. So, and here we have the rest of the packaging. So the packaging comes included with some tweezers. We have the DAB radio antenna. We have a Wi-Fi antenna for the CarPlay connection. Then of course we have the quadlock connector with all the necessary things already mounted inside the cable. And of course we have a small plastic part which you put on the back of the screen so that the screen is nice and flush with the dashboard of the BMW 1 Series. So, and then one last time, the look of the old system, which is a pretty small screen with a very big bezel around it. In order for us to change this screen, we need a Torx set, we need a screwdriver, and we need some interior removal trim. These very handy tools which you can get at audiovolt.nl. So, and after turning off our system, we can now start with preening off the front cover of the air vents of the BMW 1 Series. And you can use one of these removal tools for that. So, and then you should remove this cable, which can be a hassle as it was with us. But if you have a small screwdriver, you're able to get it off. And now we can start removing the old screen with the two Torx screws, which are located on the left and the right bottom of the screen. And now that we're using the Torx, we can also get out the two screws that hold the climate control panel in place, which are located just underneath the screen. So now that everything's loose, gently pull up the screen and try to disconnect all the cables that are connected to it, which are all located on the underside of the screen. And here we have a quick comparison between the new and the old screen, and as you can see, the size difference is pretty significant. And now it's time to remove the climate control panel, which we already unscrewed some of the bolts up on top, and now you can just pop off the system just like this. And with the climate panel removed, we unveil the head unit of the BMW 1 Series, which is located inside the dashboard. And we are going to remove this with another Torx screw.
Woensdag misschien. Oh, kijk eens. Dat is hem hoor. Daar heb je hem.
So, and with that being removed, it is time to disconnect the quadlock connector and to install the new one that is provided in the kit. So when you remove the quadlock connector and install the new one, please make sure that you also move the optical fiber cable from the old connector to the new one, as all BMW related cars use a optical fiber for data communication, and if you don't do this, your clock might not work. So just install it, it's very easy, don't forget it. And now let's connect the cables that connect to the screen, which you should get under the dashboard and into the hole underneath the screen in order to put it all away and that it fits very neatly. Alright, and so now it's time to mount the DAB antenna for digital radio and the Wi-Fi antenna for the CarPlay communications. And behind the passenger dashboard is a very nice place, a flat spot where you can really nicely mount the antenna, the Wi-Fi antenna with the provided tape. And in that spot you also have a place for the DAB antenna. And again, route the cables up the dashboard through the hole underneath the screen so that all can be connected to the screen. Alright, so right now it is time to mount the plastic piece on the back side of the screen, which makes it look nice and flush on the dashboard. For this, you need a very small screwdriver. Alright, and so now it is time to connect all the cables to the screen. And so now it's time to check the system because everything's open, and if things are still not working, we are able to fix it quite easily. And as you can see, the system boots up immediately after switching on the car. And after that, you can see the user interface, which just looks very nice on this system. So you can control the screen in two ways. You can use the controller on your dashboard, or you can just use the incorporated touchscreen, which gives it a very nice and modern feel. And I have to say that I'm very impressed with the integration of the system into the original user interface of BMW, as this bigger screen truly incorporates the user interface of the existing system and uses the new screen as a widescreen approach where you can use multiple BMW menus. And on top of that, they have their own Android layer, which gives you the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto system, and also some nice other features which I'll show you later in the video. So, and there we have it, a very nice modern Apple CarPlay system which you can use with either the touchscreen or the multimedia controller on your dashboard, and it just looks very, very nice. This upgrade is enormous, and if you compare this to the original size, I mean, this is just very nice. So, and now that we have verified that the whole system works, we have checked out the controller, the touchscreen, the screen itself, all the menus, and also the sound. It is now time to mount the system back for the one last time. And we start off with the screen that should be nice and flush with the dashboard. And after the screen has been installed, it is now time to mount the head unit back into its place. But this time it's with more wiring, so make sure that you put the wiring in a nice position so that it doesn't get stuck with the head unit. But as you can see, it will all fit if you hassle a little bit with the wiring. And after installing the head unit back, it is now time to remount the climate control panel on the underside of the dashboard. And now let's place back the air vents, and don't forget to connect the hazard light connector, which is located in the middle of this panel. And now the nicest thing of the install, to remove the plastic film cover of the screen. And so there we have it, a fully functional new replacement screen for the BMW 1 Series with the original user interface and a very nice Android layer with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as a bonus, which just makes this car back into a very modern car. Ja, en het is dus ook... Oh. Ja, je hebt inderdaad... Met de touchscreen So, and besides the new cool touchscreen, we also have a couple of other different cool functions which are just very nicely integrated into this BMW system. And that is the all-new BMW style dashboard with a digital dash, and it takes all the canvas data from the infotainment system and projects the speed, the rev counter. You just have a new dashboard on your BMW. It's actually insane. I'm really impressed about this, and it works very well. So then let's recap the install of this BMW replacement screen from Audiovolt. I think this has been one of my most favorite installs ever. I think this level of integration is very, very nice. I've not seen manufacturers go this far with aftermarket systems that integrate this well into the car. And with that being said, yeah, of course, I really think that this should be on your list if you have a BMW 1 Series F20. Yeah, it just makes the car look very modern and up to date with modern standards. And also the installation was fairly easy. So if you have any questions left regarding this system, then feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section. Or check out the website of audiovolt.nl and check out if they have the system for you. They sell lots of CarPlay systems for different cars in Europe, and yeah. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching and see you guys in another one. Ciao!